15, 30, 37, 38, 45, 47, 15, 30, 37, 38, 45, 47, 45, 4. So y'all like these list videos, huh? 5 nice fresh scents for spring. Let's get into it. And we back. Well, I ain't back, but I'm back. Welcome back. This is Smell Good, Feel Good. My name is Blake. I am your local cologne connoisseur, your scent savant, your fragrance fanatic, your pundit of parfum, if you will. And we are on episode 16. I'm officially in spring mode. Like, I've been wearing fresh fragrances all week. By the time I get to the end of winter, I don't even want to look at another spicy, amber, sandalwood, cardamom, whatever you want to call it. Get them out my face, hand me the freshies. A fresh fragrance, it's a bright, clean, vibrant fragrance. It's energetic, it's lively. A lot of citrus notes, green notes, soapy notes, aquatic notes, even fruity notes at times. The first scent I ever purchased was a fresh fragrance, like back in 02 or 03, I think it was. Like, damn, I'm dead ass old out here. That's crazy. But the first thing I ever purchased was Polo Sport by Ralph Lauren. So my introduction into the game was from a classic fresh fragrance. Like, I need to buy that one again to see if I still like it. I went through like 3 bottles way back in high school. I don't know how it smells now, but back then it was fire. Like, I may have to double back on that one. But if you haven't watched the last video, episode 15, we reviewed Nefs by Shea. I may be the only one on earth that smelled this and didn't like it. The presentation is like the only thing they really got right about this in my opinion. Like I said in the video, I won't say it's bad, I'll just say it's not for me. So check that out if you haven't already and leave a comment with your thoughts. And not that you asked, but what am I wearing today? We're not talking about cologne. We're talking about shoes. This one here is the Nike SB Air Jordan 4 Pine Green. I'm not the biggest Jordan 4 guy in the world, but I don't know, like these might be the shoe of the year. These are just clean, like the white on the green is just a very clean shoe. The whole toe got that suede, gray around the toe box there. The thing that I like the most about these is probably a small detail. It has the red Jumpman, the red Nike on the bottom, and that air bubble down there is red too. Like, it's about details. They had to throw that little pop of red in there. But like, it's really hard to put these over the white cement 3s that drop. But the only knock I have to those is the stupid pre-aging thing that Nike did with those. But I don't know, these may be it, shoe of the year. What do you think? But we're not here to talk about shoes. We're here to talk about these fragrances. With spring being here in full force, I didn't want to just jump right back out there with the warm weather fragrance reviews. I kind of just wanted to ease into it. So that's where this video came from. I wanted to give you guys a few solid options to check out. And then next week, we'll start with the official reviews again. But before we get into the list, let's go over a couple ground rules. This list is not ranked. None of these are in order, but I do have a #1 fragrance that I rock with the most. If you want to know what that #1 fragrance is, stick around to the end of the video, you'll find out. But similar to the beginner fragrances video that I dropped about a month and a half ago, episode 11, this is not a top 5. This is not the 5 best. It's just 5 nice fresh scents for spring. That's it. That's all. Once again, I don't want to hear about why I didn't mention this fragrance, why I didn't mention that fragrance. This is Smell Good, Feel Good with Blake. If you would have had different fragrances that you would have mentioned, you need to go start Smell Good, Feel Good with Cleophas or something. Send me the video even. I'll check it out. I'll even subscribe. But no, don't use Smell Good, Feel Good. Like, that's mine. Don't steal the sauce. Keep in mind though, we're not doing full reviews here, although I may do full reviews on each of these in a future video. Just stay tuned. But with no further ado, let's get into it. Before we get into the official list though, I actually have an honorable mention fragrance for y'all. I'm giving y'all 6 for the price of 5. I'm feeling generous. Don't say I never did anything for you. For that honorable mention fragrance, we have Tom Ford Costa Azura Aqua. This one here is a slightly woody aromatic fragrance. So I bought the 50 ml bottle back in 2019, ran right through it. So I bought this 100 ml bottle recently for the low. So this one here is bright, it's fresh, it's citrusy, somewhat soapy. This one here has like an herbal flair to it that I like a lot, but overall it's just very easy to wear. Like, this one puts me in the mind of like an oceanside villa on the beach. Like, that's where this one takes me. Very solid fragrance. If I'm not mistaken, this one was actually discontinued a few years back, but it's still widely available all over the net. I think the prices that I'm seeing on this overall is like $130 for the most part, so that's not too bad. Next up, we have straight from the house of Giorgio Armani, we have Armani Colonia. This one here is an aromatic citrusy fragrance. So when I originally smelled this one here, it came as a sample inside the box when I bought Armani Stronger With You. The sample was super fire, so I bought the bottle. When I bought the bottle, it didn't quite smell the same, but it's still a pretty good fragrance nonetheless. So Colonia is very clean, it's citrusy, definitely fresh, it's very much floral and just a bit woody. It's another one that's very easy to wear in the warm weather. Like, for whatever reason, this always ends up being the fragrance that I wear when I go to the gym, like, or when I used to go to the gym. Like, I kind of need to get back into it. You know how that go. I'm a busy man, I work, and then I got kids at home. When am I gonna find time to go to the gym? But when I did go, this is the one that I wore for whatever reason. But Colonia is decent. Like, it's not in my top fragrances of all time, but it's definitely a solid fragrance. If I'm not mistaken, this one is also discontinued, but just like the honorable mention fragrance, this one is also widely available all over the net. I think the price that I'm seeing for this one is 50 bucks. So for a 125 milliliter bottle, 50 bucks, that's not breaking the bank at all. Moving right along, next up we have Versace Dylan Blue. This one here is another aromatic citrusy fragrance. So this one has been out for a while, but I still feel like people underrate this one as far as warm weather fragrances are concerned. Again, this one is fresh, it's citrusy, very clean, even a bit peppery. It's a little bit of spice inside Dylan Blue. There's also a prominent incense aroma in this one. Now, typically I don't like the incense heavy fragrances, but it just kind of works on this one. Overall, this one is a crowd pleaser. I don't hear it as much now, but early on, a lot of people were comparing this to Dior Sauvage. I don't really see the similarities at all, but a lot of people compare the two and they think they smell identical. I'm just not in that group. If you're interested in trying this one out, this is a 100 milliliter bottle and this goes for $96, a quality fragrance at an affordable price. So these last three, they all share similarities, but there's a difference in quality, performance, and price. I'd say one is good, one is great, and that last one, elite. First up we have Platinum Oud by Chanel. This one here is a fresh floral aromatic fragrance. This one here is a classic. This actually dropped around 30 years ago and it stood the test of time. You don't hear of too many people wearing this one too often, and it's a shame because it's pretty good. This one here is clean, it's fresh, it's floral, and it's herbal without being overly green. This one here actually reminds me of like a high-end soap. The performance is kind of lacking with this particular variation, but the bottle of this that I had before this one, top tier. It would easily last me 10 to 12 hours, easy. But if you want a classy, sophisticated spring fragrance that smells great and isn't too loud, this is what you need right here. You can find this one anywhere online, any department store. For a 100 milliliter bottle, the retail price is $96. Next up we have Bond number 9, Shea Bond. This one here is a slightly woody aromatic fragrance. This one right here, it's very crisp, it's light, it's definitely green, but it's fresh, it's woody, it's just a very sophisticated, classic gentleman scent. While New Harlem is without a doubt my favorite cool weather scent from Bond number 9, Shea Bond is definitely my favorite warm weather scent from Bond number 9. It's not overpowering or intrusive at all, it's just very smooth and very clean. A lot of people compare this one to the next one I'm going to talk about, but that next one is like that. This one is good, but it can't keep up with that next one, but it is good. So as far as price, on a bottle of this size, you got to keep in mind, Bond number 9 is a niche fragrance house, so you'll pay a little bit more than you're accustomed to. Retail price on this bottle is $460, but that's retail price. That's not the price I paid. You should know that. And we finally reached the end, the number one fresh spring scent for this video and my personal favorite top fresh scent of all time. Tweed Green Iris Tweed. What more needs to be said? So Green Iris Tweed is very sharp, it's very clean, it's very fresh, and it's very green. This one here has a powdery aroma to it, which comes from the iris. I personally love iris and powdery scents, so that's probably why I like this one so much. Is it similar to Platinum Oud and Shea Bond? Yes, but the projection, the performance, and the quality of this one is unmatched. On multiple occasions, I've literally had people stop me in public and either ask what I have on or just tell me I smell good. That's how powerful this one is. Y'all know that other Creed fragrance that y'all went crazy about? Like, you know exactly the one I'm talking about. That one. This one is better than that one. This one definitely gives off soapy vibes, so if you're into fresh fragrances, which I hope you are if you're watching this video, this one here is the top dog, must buy. And with this being a quality fragrance, you can expect to pay a quality price too. The retail price on this is $470, but that's the retail price. You can find this one online in the $100 to $200 range. So that wraps up today's list of 5 nice fresh scents for spring. I hope you enjoyed it. If you're interested in trying out any of these fragrances and you can't find a sample, I would say each of these are safe enough for you to blind buy without being disappointed. If you're into fresh scents or interested in getting into fresh scents, these aren't necessarily the best, but it's a nice base for you to start your collection off with, specifically as it pertains to fresh fragrances. So try any of these out. If you don't like it, you can just sell it to me. I'm not against doubling up on any of these. But that pretty much wraps this episode up. Smell Good, Feel Good, episode 16. And remember, when you smell good, you feel good. And when you feel good, you do good. And when you do good, good comes back around to you. If you're watching this on Facebook, be sure to like, comment, share. Instagram do the same, TikTok do the same, but most importantly, YouTube, subscribe to the channel. Be sure to hit that subscribe button and that bell icon so you can be notified every time I release a new video, whether a full-length review or a short. But that wraps it up for this week. Smell good, feel good. We out. Peace.